on Reddit.
Symptoms of coronavirus. Symptoms of coronavirus. Helpings 12H fatigue, muscle joint pain and stuffed nose, who knew I've had it for years, and 1984 10H fatigue, muscle joint pain and stuffed nose, who knew I've had it for years. Are you wearing stilettos again? Hey dude, I know 12H. The best part about the diarrhea is there is no toilet involved, and the person appears to be naked. That is pretty serious business. Paper Lily 1211H. What about the fact that he's pooping out a baseball bat? Zombie Blackbird 10H high fiber. Mzalissa 11H and their bottom is all red. Jeff 5877 10H from all the wiping. Dill Pickles 10H. You know it's bad when you have to take off all your clothes before shitting. Tum 300,000 12H. Can I just say how vague this virus is? Akity 11H. For real. Fatigue plus muscle pain plus headache describes half of the working people I know over 30. Baby, Bunny 10H. Allergies and pregnancy have me covered for everything here since October. Sevenfold 9H. Yeah, I have half of those symptoms on any given day. I joke, but I'm also serious. Today I was walking my dog and I coughed a normal little cough. But then I got in my head like, is that normal? Is my throat scratchy now? It feels sore, or am I imagining it? Peter Plop Plop 12H. I'd say the sudden onset of fever is the thing that makes this one a bit easier to recognize. But yet, still vague. 54,321 Newcomb 11H. Except a sudden fever is very common for the flu also. Pissimancy 13H. I sneeze and immediately feel the need to defend myself. Sneezing is not on the list. Razeril 4F 13H. I've been doing this for 2 weeks. Jades 515,014H. Was the picture of an ass shitting a baseball bat necessary? Wouldn't a picture of a toilet work just as well? Mark Roberts 1714H. Between one person shitting a baseball bat and that dude puking a 2-foot cheetah, this guide checks a lot of boxes. Agape LV 13H. Strippers, joint pain, oral, sore throat, Jabba the Hutt chills. Who knew the symptoms were so entertaining? Chefaglity 13H. This design is terrible and hilarious. 10/10 will get coronavirus. And his Ergui 13H. 4% chance of diarrhea and still toilet paper is the thing to fight and profit over. Subaru sucks 12H. I think people are more concerned with having quarantine toilet paper. I'm not sure how people use 4 rolls a day, but whatever. Clover Pineda 11H. That diarrhea picture is the funniest shit I've seen all day. My wife and I can't stop laughing. Kaleidoscope 9810H. I know, like, who the fuck drew this and thought, how do I get this fucking point across? Really fell asleep at the wheel there. Hellsponge 13H. Thanks for the diagrams. I was having trouble parsing the well-written list of symptoms the WHO put out last week. I was like, but where's the pictures of shit? Diarrhea could mean anything. Ozinazi 12H. That's some serious diarrhea. Jebby Sands 18,713H. This is scary because most of this is a normal day for me. One Scandinavian 12H. Vomiting and diarrhea is a normal day to you? The Parlor Bob 9H. Ibs Man, IBS. CL 3712 11H. You don't eat Taco Bell daily, I see. Isphere Anashtray 11H. What is up with Taco Bell giving people the shits? It's not spicy whatsoever. Not KGB 11H. I eat beans on a daily basis. It's like soft serve, my dude. Muggo FC 8H10N4028H. Really? Because beans are an excellent source of fiber. I never have that issue. What else are you eating? Poop Dog 12H. Geez, you okay? Midlarged 11H. I'm a dialysis patient with an autoimmune disorder that causes sinus issues. I'm always fatigued, have phlegm, a stuffed up nose, sore joints and muscles, etc. If I start to cough or get a fever, I'll start to worry though. Prius Power 9111H. Same here. I have asthma that causes shortness of breath with my medication, allergies that result in stuffy nose, sore throat, cough. I also have TMJ that gives me a constant headache and have digestive issues. So yeah, I was like, wow, either a normal day for me or I have it. Don't think I had a fever though, so hoping I'm okay. Verdiant 11H. Me to IDK if it's the excessive sodas or Cheez-Its or riding a bike 5 miles to work and back or smoking a lot of weed and Marlboros, or if it's having a dog and a kid and a GF that works in a call center or what. Run Forest Run 1711H. You need to dabble in our hydra, homie. I got rocks 10H. They might be a succulent. Calexi 11H. Your dog, kid, and GF all work in a call center? Verdiant 11H. Yeah, well, my girlfriend does most of the call work. The dog is like a therapy dog for all of the people on the floor, and the kid just sits there on the tablet. Freak 11H. Is it like this for you every day and you don't know why? Because if so, you should probably get that checked out. But if you have a condition that causes it and you're aware of it, at least you know it isn't coronavirus. If you experience this daily, though, your immune system may be weak enough that it would affect you pretty badly if you did get it. Javemathat Lamabak 10H Me Too. Ehlers-Danlos and chronic sinusitis means this is just kind of life, minus the fever. Actualajak 10H Brut, are you good? Shramdog 11H swallowing a dildo, 5%. Having a baseball bat shoved up your ass, 4%. For everything else there's MasterCard. Stitch Pixel 6H underrated comment of the thread. Physism Zaxton 11H upvoted because this is fucking hilarious. Whoever made this should get a raise. Feral Chapstick 8H, this was made by @Monachalabi on Instagram. Scabonius 12H, I'm confused. Dry cough and yet phlegm? Wouldn't that make a wet cough? Ipsiv Flintsider 11H, probably different cases, or stages of the virus. Pennomi 10H, or unrelated symptoms from other conditions that they had to write down because it was reported. Margot 3711H, well, 68% of people have a dry cough and 33% have phlegm. They likely aren't symptoms within the same person, except the overlapping 1%. Not sure what that's about. Josh Gif 9H had a patient 2 days ago with suspected COVID-19. He came to the hospital due to a fever. He was admitted for respiratory failure. Next day I had him. He had a dry hacking cough but reported that he had sputum after he would cough for a while, though I never saw it. We wouldn't know if he had it though because we can't test him, man shrugging. Because he hasn't come in contact with a known COVID-19 case, which is BS. Edit, I'm a nurse. The running stash 10H rounding error, maybe? Exoskeletal Patchwork 11H, to be fair 68% have dry cough while 33% have phlegm. Tastalik Chicken 10H, these overlap help. I'm no imposter 9H, would it not be possible to start with a dry cough but get phlegm at a later stage? In out up sit down 11H, it's a terrible guide. Grossnerd 666 8H, as someone who's had the virus for the past 5 days, it's fucking spot on, believe me. Undepandu 8H, all her data illustrations are so great. Hieronymus 12H, I picked the wrong time to start working out during allergy season. At least no temp, chills, vomiting on diarrhea. Simply Mermaid 8812H, the person throwing up looks like they are choking on a wooden spoon. Runner Ego 14H, missing the asymptomatic category as well. Dana 11H, do you know what those are? Strange Humors 11H, I haven't seen a number for it, though there have been people who tested positive but never developed symptoms. It's had to know exactly since the incubation period is up to 14 days. Only cases that have run their entire course without symptoms would fall under this category. Legitimate Source 3H, I'm hoping this is me. 6 days of a strange sore throat and odd upper lung irritation. No fever, no flu-like issue. No runny nose, no itchy eyes. First few days were a bit lethargic. Just wish I could be tested easily so I'd know for sure I'm over the real bud once I get back out in the world. Lindber 8H, for people over 30, fatigue, headache and muscle pains are asymptomatic. Renipusman 9H, no, and no one ever will. You know, because of the lack of symptoms. Atlantis 911 9H, lack of testing? Wingnuttage 12H, well shit, I've had COVID-19 for years then. Acherum 11H, that diarrhea photo is killing me. Bartju 5511H, yet. I have been having a cold for a week now. I'm almost 100% certain I didn't come into contact with anyone having it. Yet, I'm starting to doubt if I have corona because it is so vague. You'll never know without testing. Persia 8H, I'm in the same boat as you are for a week now. Looking at this chart, I have a lot of the top symptoms, which are the same symptoms of a cold. Nemer 11 Rose 9H, I feel you. Had a sore throat for 2 days and a bad cough for a week. Not worried for myself, 22, but my parents. Xboob 13H, the way they wrote some of the numbers, percentage symbols, and parentheses is mildly infuriating. Wax on 12H, think of all the productive things you could have done with your time instead of drawing a man shitting out a 3-foot mud monkey. Mirror with Secrets 11H, I'd like to give credit to the creator who also has some other helpful infographics on her profile. Palacrepigold 11H, absolutely ridiculous pictures, grinning face with squinting eyes and sweat drop. Face with tears of joy. But helpful, I suppose. Al Loft Fancy Pants 8H, this is only reflective of symptomatic people. South Korea's blanket testing is showing that a large number of young adults are infected with the virus, and contagious, but have no symptoms or symptoms so mild they would not have been tested in other countries. They are also having much better results with containment. So while this shows great symptoms of people that were symptomatic enough to be tested, it's likely not reflective of every contagious individual. Subaru Sucks 12H, I don't like that one of the symptoms is extreme anal masturbation with sporting equipment. And you forgot there's a 100% chance of an insatiable desire to board international flights and cruises as a symptom. Edit. That dude is also straight deep-throating a shoehorn. And 1984 10H I think the WHO mixed up the coronavirus infographic with the fetishist's guide infographic. It's just a clerical snafu. Rick Modomf the poopy pick. Swordofkus shitting baseball bats. Check. Darth Vader snipples those 4% that have the shitting symptom. Like seriously, they apparently needed an alarming amount of toilet paper. Susidong 9H I have most of these symptoms already. I wish I just got a notification or some shit. SC Warriors 449H isn't fatigue technically muscle weakness or loss of strength? Do they mean that or tiredness sleepiness? Nax Who 58H it can mean both. Fatigue can mean worn or it can mean tired. Super Autismo 9H oh fuck I have all the symptoms, couldn't sleep last night it hurts. Kemp for 8H I went to the emergency room with these symptoms over a month ago and they told me it was all in my head, gave me fluids because I was dehydrated from the fever, offered me Sudafed, and sent me a bill for 2 grams GH0 Stud 8H what if I'm tired all the time? Thrabalin 8H I always have a throat tickle that makes me want to cough. I am fucked. Baby Magikarp 8H so, everything. Magnetus 8H judging by the amount of toilet paper people are buying, you'd think 100% of them are gonna get diarrhea. Should pick up Urshid 8H what about weird taste in your mouth? I've been having a persistent weird taste in my mouth for the past couple of days. I've also had a tight feeling in my chest, but no other symptoms. I called my doctor and they think it doesn't sound like corona but I read a news article about someone who had similar mild symptoms and mentioned a change in taste and was tested positive. I know a change in taste can be linked to respiratory issues as well. I've quarantined myself just in case, just wondering if anyone else has heard this as a symptom. Bum tongue 698H I have a mad fever and cough plus mucus. Should I ask my doctor about a test? I'm in New Zealand. Usmcook 8H diarrhea you heard him. Buy more toilet paper. Lunahai Wind 8H the illustration is giving me coronavirus. Astronometry 8H had some of these symptoms for 2 or 3 days sometime mid last month. Nothing since. Probably just a regular flu. Edit. Fever, chills, diarrhea, stuffy nose, fatigue, headache, body ache. Walnuts 8H lots of this is just synonymous with having a nicotine addiction. Kitten Cake 8H I really like the way this guide drawn LOL thanks for posting. Monkey First 8H should I be worried if I have a slight cough with a bit of phlegm? Pibes 8H that's what my vomit looks like. Dazdinu 8H you can get all of these by smoking too much weed and a Red Bull XD. Ellen 18H whoa I have 3 of those 12. Seems like share common symptom with just being tired and cold. Xmu 8H all the symptoms of pregnancy. Awesome. Dracker 8H oof. I've been sick my whole weekend and I have exactly these symptoms, aside from the vom and diarrhea. My sister and I joke about having corona but I hope it's not. John Phillips 8H I've heard a few people saying their first or second symptom was being extremely sore all over. Stupid fit American 8H WHO. Diarrhea 4% hoarders. I need ALL the toilet paper right now. Alt because stuff 8H LOL. All the toilet paper on earth is gone. Hoarders. I need bulk rice. Everything you have. I went to my bank and took out a loan, 10K, I need that much rice. I fear the public response far more than the virus itself. Stupid fit American 8H my username checks out. Alt because stuff 8H I'm Canadian, it's happening here too. They don't have any toilet paper, paper towels, or Kleenex. What do? Fuck it. Fill the cart with all the canned fish they have. We'll sell it online later. I hate fish. Just do it. And get some pics of those empty shelves for Insta. Jmanorma 8H as someone working in healthcare, I appreciate this post but 100.5 is not a concerning temperature except for infants. 98.6 is normal temp. Anything between 98.6 100.9 is a slight fever, and could also be an issue with the thermometer, operator error, etc. 101.0 104.0 is a fever. 103.0 104.0 is concerning. Anything over 104.0 you need to seek medical help. Grossnerd 6668H honestly these symptoms are no joke. People in this thread saying they experienced this on the daily are in for a surprise if they actually get it. I've had it for like the past 5 days, the first 3 of which I spent close to 24 hours of the day in bed, unable to even sit up or sleep because of the immense joint pain and trouble breathing. Also, I think some of these symptoms are yet to happen to some people. Like the diarrhea only started yesterday for me. I was shitting pure liquid constantly all day. Soul Funk 8H you don't get diarrhea? Amicable Cricket 8H this is not helping at ALL. Narcessa 8H someone did a stupid and sat on a baseball bat. Bohemian Grove 338H this is me since like 6 years ago. Janunga Gap 28H well this seems tough. My wife has had all of these her whole life, excluding the vomiting. When she throws up is when I'll know shit got serious. Temporary scrotum 8H you'd fucking thing diarrhea is the prime symptom according to all these morons buying out toilet paper. Rockfish 008H it looks like a sick awesome cartoon from Newgrounds. Mecha Buster 8H poops. Elizasu 8H this is the most fucking virus. Eric Von Eric 8H sounds like opiate withdrawals. Gonna need some more blankets and less blankets. Acklay 818H no wonder they were losing their shit 6 weeks ago when I had the top 2 rows after working with some guys from China. Stafford Medister 8H can't each disease have some unique symptom like your ears turn purple? Neima 8H looks like I have the coronavirus since 2013. Riksowski 8H who made the illustrations? Pantsman 8H 4% of people who contracted COVID-19 also happen to have diarrhea. Sapnit Alambia 8H that diarrhea part pic is scary, that gives me chill though face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. Burnfual down 8H I call this a Tuesday so how can I differentiate? Skyrim Fire Shout 8H according to this, I have coronavirus. Radio Wasteland Radio 8H 4% of cases have emergency poop, which is immediate. Nerdilating Queen 8H most of these symptoms are lupus symptoms already, I imagine X100. Bad Bro Bobby 8H interesting 4% chance to get diarrhea, but 100% of people panic buying toilet paper. Stoneflowers 338H my kid has all of these, but as a child won't be tested, has type 1 diabetes, so it's all good here in Australia. Spatchbo 8H pretty sure I got corona after an exposure in Dallas. I had most of these but I processed it in about 36 HRS of absolute hell, but it went away fairly quick. Can they see if I did? Bring meal the kiddies 8H that diarrhea is really something. Repulsive self 8H we had to travel across the country for a funeral last week. We drove and arrived home a week ago. The past day or two, my 2-year-old, 8-year-old, husband, and myself have developed a sore throat, dry cough, some mucus in throat, and only the 8-year-old has enough mucus to feel like gagging. No running nose. Extra emotional and tired. No fever but the baby seems to be sleeping hotter than usual and gets sweaty very quickly. My 14-year-old is asthmatic so we are quarantined for safety. I know it's dumb to ask the internet for medical advice but I truly don't know what to do. We live in a densely populated area with a few confirmed cases but there is hardly any testing being done. Do I call our doctor and ask? Do we ride this out at home until it possibly gets worse? Are we high risk since we traveled recently even though it was within our country? LRNGR8H I have most of these symptoms and live in Kodiak, Alaska. Should I go see a doctor? Low speed high drag 348H sounds like opiate withdrawals. D. Smoey 8H so you're saying I might need toilet roll. Hillian John 8H man is puking up a fucking baguette over there. Tranquilo Sunrise 8H so basically what you're saying is, turn off the AC and get a humidifier? That helps with the dry cough, helps clear out the phlegm, helps your throat breathe easier and would help with shortness of breath, helps with stuffed nose. GG why aren't we saying to bust out the humidifiers, or is it that we're just gonna sit around do nothing and wait for a vaccine? Take care of yourselves fam, stop waiting around. Equals AVG dude 8H do you have to have most or just some? Mike Sheckelstein 8H they aren't showing you the rest of the symptoms like the corona rash that can develop causing you to sweat out spores. Per cat 8H how does this actually kill you though? This seems pretty minor. Round 152 7H most common cause of death is bilateral pneumonia, where both lungs fill with liquid, making it impossible to breathe. Per cat 7H damn what the hell causes that? Tushmaster 2078H is it just me, or does that vomiting guy have a really long tongue? Stupid Slick 7H ah fuck I have a sore throat. Kinda80NGL 7H this doesn't seem bad at all. Begin Riots 7H I initially read that diarrhea is 47%. I need my glasses. I0 Nick Avenger 7H so just go to the doctor if you feel even a little sick. Guy with brain 7H by the number of toilet paper sales, I doubt diarrhea is just 4%. Federal Pirate 7H is suddenly acutely aware of stuffy nose. Admin eat my shit 137H by that chart, I'm having 68% coronavirus. Fad poses 7H that feeling when I've had like 8 of these just last week, including that fever. Jimbo Dean Sausage 7H doctor I have fever, chills and diarrhea. Go home, rest and drink plenty of fluids. I has coronavirus? Blinda Batik Dog 7H this really reminds me of that South Park episode where the shoved stuff up their butts and poop put their mouths. Sheely 4097H wow the diarrhea one is aggressive. Poor guy just had to squat and spew. Alt because stuff 7H birthing a baseball bat from your rectum, 4%. Stuntaber 7H what? Sheely 4097H looks like a beaver crawled halfway up his ass. Ramble on Ranger 7H also alcohol withdrawal. Salmon 107H so a bad flu? Small but girthy 7H vomiting deep throating -5%. Reddit reduce 7H till. Diarrhea means you have a brown baseball bat stick in your ass. Alt because stuff 7H vomiting also means you're ejecting Lego brick separators from your throat. Nacreous think 7H incredibly useful, thanks for sharing. Asher Kauki 7H most of these are common for a cold or a flu too, not very helpful. Arnisaran 7H I may have missed the comment but have the stats been verified? L5555 L7H wait phlegm? Fuck me, I've been having a weird amount of phlegm since like Friday morning. Nothing else though. Also, how can a dry cough and phlegm be symptoms? Doesn't one kinda cancel out the other? Mhemo Estonilla 7H dying 2% of the cases. Chesarid 7H got it was only 4% of cases. Super unnecessary for us to have seen that. Swaz 7H this is great and all but we need to be informed on the serious symptoms, something that's been proven but yet every media official refuses to report on. Switch to Woo 7H I have all these symptoms except 2. My Niba 69 4200 7H so just everyday booziness? Gamer Abdullah 7H after months of not washing my hands finally I have them all. A Green Squid Kid 7H okay but the diarrhea pic got me laughing. Trevor Corey 6667H I think I've had coronavirus my entire adult life.
If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button below and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thanks for watching.